Let's go ahead and talk about the game of Bobail. It's a game for 2 players. It's an abstract game. I don't have a history on it because I don't think the history is well known. There's a lot of claims that's an African game. There's also some controversy saying it's just a variant of another abstract game, and they decided to make it exotic by saying it was an African game of thousands of years old or whatever. Anyways, you're going to need 5 objects that are alike for both players, but that are distinct from one another, followed by a third object that's completely distinct from both the 5 objects. The north side will always move first. They will start by moving their pawn. Then subsequent moves, the turn order will be move the Bobail 1 space in any direction, followed by any of your pawns. Now the pawns move to the utmost extremes. They can move horizontal, vertical, or diagonal, but they must move until they encounter either another pawn, either their own team's or their enemy's opponent's pawn, or they hit the Bobail itself. Every time a pawn moves, it must be moving to the extreme edge as far as it can move, like a rook, except it cannot stop short. So the goal of Bobail is to surround the Bobail with your pawns until it cannot move, and therefore whoever surrounded the Bobail last will win, just as we saw there where South had surrounded the Bobail and made the last move to surround it, or to get the Bobail to your end zone, essentially, to your end spaces, your horizontal row, your end row. If you can do that, you will win the game. So therefore we saw North was the last player to surround the Bobail, therefore he wins. Now we're going to see that North goes first. South moves the Bobail closer to their end zone, moves their pawn diagonally until they encounter the enemy pawn and they have to stop, and then they continue going, moving the Bobail, moving their pawns, and then alternating turns of moving the Bobail and then moving their pawn. Very simple game, a lot of strategy, a lot of thought-provoking as far as what you should do, how you should plan your moves, how you should strategize. If you make a mistake in this game, it will quickly be pointed out to you by either having the Bobail surrounded or the Bobail being forced to move into enemy territory, sometimes at your own hand, because it'll be the only available move that you could make. That does happen in this game, but let's see what happens in this game. We see that South has moved the Bobail and has moved their pawn, positioning it so the Bobail can only move 1 space. Now the next move, they are going to move the Bobail into their own end zone and win the game. And so, like always, if you actually want to play some abstracts against other players, including card games, dice games, domino games, or abstracts or board games in general, just come to our subreddit, Card Game Meetups. Post a public place you want to play games at and what city you're in. Do click under the show more in the description to get the link to our card game meetups, as well as a link to a Discord server where we talk about card games all day, every day. It's a fun place. We also have a chat for dominoes, board games, including abstracts. So do call up your friends and let them know you'd like to play some abstracts. They might say yes, they might say no, but you never know unless you call. Do like, subscribe, and share these videos with other people you know love playing abstracts, domino games, card games, any type of games. And do vote in this month's Game of the Month poll. And I want to thank today's musicians, and I'll see you next video.